Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of East Haven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale.
First released almost exactly 12 years ago, Icewind Dale tells the story of a group of adventurers whose untimely arrival in the town of East Haven results in an epic adventure, spanning the map of Icewind Dale. The game is an action RPG similar to Baldur's Gate, but is much more focused on combat rather than story. There is no quest log in the game, and mission progress is tracked via the use of your journal. You start the game by creating your party, which can consist of up to 6 different characters, whereby you pick their gender, race, class, alignment, abilities, weapon skills and their appearance, before giving them a name and sending them off into the world. You can also write a biography for your character if you wish, and you're more into the sort of role-playing aspect of the game, but you don't have to. The game almost feels like a real-time strategy in terms of combat at times. Due to the archaic magic system in place, pausing the game is a necessity in order to plan attacks, select spells and defeat enemies.
Yes.
Yes, I see. I'm here.
Due to the old school combat system, as well as the relatively steep learning curve, some gamers who did not experience the Infinity Engine games back in the day may be challenged here, but there are ways to make the game easier. For example, the game supports a feature which allows you to export and import characters, and comes with several powerful characters preloaded. If you're finding the game unmanageable, then simply import a level 17 paladin and watch him annihilate your foes.
Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist.
As I previously mentioned, there is no quest log in the game, with the journal serving as the central hub for missions. The main quest is fun and engaging, and there are several interesting side quests tucked away throughout the various areas. These side quests are by no means mandatory, and offer little in ways of physical rewards, but they do provide a fun distraction and enrich the world of Icewind Dale.
So it was that the Patchwork Militia set off from East Haven, bound for the troubled village of Kaldahar, with the party of strangers in tow.
The story in the game is simple yet intriguing, and is told through both characters as well as cutscenes. The cutscenes are nice, if a little minimalistic, but the characters is where the story really takes shape. Although some characters are voice acted, the majority of them simply blurt huge walls of text at you, which is fine for old school RPGers such as myself, but it might put off younger fans who are used to every man, woman and dog having something to say. And if you can get past the text walls, then there are some fantastic characters to discover here, with interesting and varied stories to share. That said, the story does feel at times like a device to drag you from one zone to the next, and starts to feel fairly thin towards the latter half of the game. If you want to buy the game, then there are a number of options at your disposal, depending on whether you want a physical or digital copy of the game. If you live in the United Kingdom and want a physical copy of the game, it's available on Amazon for £6.79, which includes both Icewind Dale as well as the Heart of Winter expansion pack, which is definitely worth playing. If you live in the USA and want a physical copy of the game, it's also available on Amazon for $10.49, which is practically the same as the UK guys. This also includes the Heart of Winter expansion. If you don't care about owning a physical copy of the game and would like to download it instead, then you can choose between GOG or Gamersgate. On GOG, the game costs $9.99, which is roughly £6.41 or €7.99 depending on where you live. On Gamersgate, the game costs £6.95, which is roughly $10.83 or €8.66. Once again, both of these digital copies do include the Heart of Winter expansion pack. If you're interested in picking up a copy of the game, then buying links will be put in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.